I keep winning and winning and winning and winning. Keep winning and winning and winning and winning. Oh, this is getting easier and easier and easier and easier, dog. Hey, back then, the attacks back then were harsh. Them motherfucking dead. That's how I know I'm ready to rule. That's how I know I'm ready. That's how God knows I'm rising. I'm right. I know I'm rising. Too fast. Real fast. It's fucking perfect. God's like, you ready, son? I'm going to show this whole motherfucking world that you're ready. The righteous, the people in the gray zone, and the people in the black zone, the ones that are going to hell. People in the gray zone are like, I don't know where to go. Should I believe in King Richard and his God? Or still believe in religion and Catholicism and Muslim and Islam? You know what I'm saying? And then the Illuminati, Freemasons, and Satan worshippers are like, I'm going to go to hell. I'd rather pick hell than go to heaven. That's just the way they are. They pathetic like that. That's just the way they are. So I had a good night's sleep last night until I had that fucking T-Rex dream. And then I went back to bed again immediately after that. Because I was like, I already fucking... Hey, dog, I woke up from that dream. My head was pounding a little bit, which I had way worse fucking headaches. Way fucking worse. But it was pounding, and I was like, fuck. And I don't take no Tylenol. I fight through the pain. You know what I'm saying? And I go outside. Of course, I take something with me to go outside. I ain't gonna go out just barehanded. And I go outside, look around. It's kind of hot, humid. Saw a cop pass by. My heart kind of went, Didn't feel right. This time it didn't feel right. Especially after that dream, I knew something was popping on. And I knew the enemy was trying to gain ground on me last night. Not just on me, but my nation. And I know they shot a nuke last night. I know they did. And they're not talking about it. Because that nuke symbolized T-Rex. And that T-Rex was eating all of my higher rank, military higher rank officials. And I couldn't stand seeing them getting eaten. And I ran to the T-Rex and he would miss me all the time. And I was underneath him like, fucking eat me, you fucking pussy. You can't do shit. And the motherfucker was right. He couldn't do shit to me. He couldn't touch me. But he was touching all my high rank officials. He was biting them in half, chunking them, biting them, chunking them, and just ripping them apart. And I woke up and I said, fuck, something bad. And I heard my dog. I heard a dog next door. And I never hear this dog unless they're closing in on me. Like, unless something's really happening, I'll hear that dog next door. Woo, 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 demonic barks. A demonic bark, a howl. It'll be like a howl. And I went outside, put my sandals on, went outside, and when shit like that happens, I don't even have time to put on a shirt. I just go outside right away. Take what I need to take, put on my sandals, go right outside right away. Not giving a fuck who's out there. And then I see that cop and 3 SUVs, 2 after him, 1 this way. So I knew my block was hot. I knew if that missile would have hit, they would have fucking blamed me for it. They would have said, he ain't nothing, he ain't this. But look, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta understand that King is really fucking gifted here. I don't have intel, I don't have walkie-talkies, I don't have a computer, laptop, iPad. All I got is a cell phone. And this cell phone that I have, it's still rigged, it's still hacked. So I'm only eligible to speak what they approve of and receive what they approve of. You see what I'm saying? And it's been like that everywhere I go. My whole life. Yeah, he won that war. Yeah, we'll give him a bag of chips. Let him live for the day. A gallon of milk. Yeah, he did something good for the world. A gallon of milk for the world. A bag of chips. Wow. You see, any king would have bowed a long time ago and went with the Matrix, the Illuminati, the Looney Tunes. Any king. Especially living nowadays, it's tough nowadays. No wonder they killed 6 generations before me. After Joaquin Chapa and Christopher Columbus started gaining ground here for the king back in the day. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things going on, people, behind closed doors. The news don't talk about it. They don't want to either panic you. They don't want to scare you. They don't want you to overbuy. They don't want you to, fucking. They don't want you to be like, oh my God, and then you go after them for hiding that information. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot going on, like news-wise, YouTube-wise, Facebook-wise, internet-wise, politic-wise. And then this morning, I woke up 7. I had this dream maybe about between 7 and 8:30, 9. I woke up right after 9. And I had another dream where I get a phone call and they said, Richard, King Richard, you're gonna die. You're gonna die if you don't sign this bill right now. And I said, what bill? The marijuana bill. And I was like, that's pathetic shit. What the fuck is marijuana got to do with when we're at war right now? This is, you really going to threaten me over marijuana? So he said, no, this is a big deal. I said, what's the big deal? What's so big about it? He says, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people are going to lose their job because of this bill. And I said, why though? Why? Well, because the marijuana is going to go up all the way to like 60, 80, 100 a gram. And I told myself, what the fuck? I would never be greedy like that. Who the fuck said I want to make a killing like that? That's not the right way to do it, because I'm not greedy like that. And he was like, well, if you don't sign right now, we're going to blow up your house. We're going to blow you up. And while he was talking, my bed was shaking like the way it was in the hospital, like the way it was in other places I've been to. And my bed was shaking and bubbling like more than it's ever been, even at the hospital. So I knew he was serious. And it's not because he put the heat out on me and I was facing death like I'm scared to die. No, I'm not scared to die, and I'm not scared to face backlash. I faced backlash my whole life. I faced rejection my whole life. I faced sickness, death, and persecution my whole life. So what is this to me, right? So I was like, I'm not only going to sign the bill because you threatened my life. I'm signing it because I know it's the right thing to do as a good king. Like, why would I want millions and millions of people to lose their fucking job? Are you serious? I know back in the day I said I'm going to make a fucking killing off of this and this and this and this, right? Why? Because I'm successful. I know how to advertise. I know how to pay my bills. I know how to budget. I know how to make sales. I know how to do commercials. I know how to do good intel. I know how to pay my employees very well too. So go fuck yourself. And I kept telling myself, who the fuck would, like, I'm not a greedy king, right? I'm not. I said, man, if it's hash, like not hash, but like if it's shake, $6, $8, $10 a gram. If it's to shake the bottom of the bag, bottom of the jar, bottom of the barrel shit. Now, if it's my strands that are coming out, 25, 30 a gram. Why? Because you're gonna get healed. You're gonna have supernatural, like, you're gonna feel like a new man, a new woman, new person. You're gonna get a lot of bang for that buck. So fuck yeah, it's gonna be like 28, 30 a gram. But 60, 80, 100, I mean, come on, only billionaires will be able to afford that. Or millionaires. What about all the people in the city that really need it to, like, calm down, calm their nerves, enjoy the day, enjoy their food, enjoy cooking, enjoy playing with their kids, enjoying barbecuing, cutting the grass. When I smoke, I enjoy things 10 times more. That's just the way it is. Marijuana really intensifies your it does. Try it, people. But you got to figure out your strand. You got to figure out your flavor, your taste. You got to figure out. It's like people that buy cigarettes. You're not going to like the first one you try. Maybe you might. But chances are you don't want to try all these other ones. You might like menthols. You might like marbles. You like Black and Milds. You might like just cigars. Well, same thing with marijuana. You gotta pick and choose what kind you like. Do you like hybrid? Do you like sativa? Do you like indica? And if you like whatever, and then you gotta pick out the flavor. You gotta pick out, okay, how much do I need to last me through the week? You know, and what kind of salesman do I always want to see about my marijuana? What store do I want to go to about my marijuana? You know, all this shit, right? So I started telling myself, yeah, I'm gonna make a fucking killing. Why? Because I know how to reach out to people's hearts. I know what people's hearts desire. If I know what I desire, I know, and all I do is nothing but the best work. Everything I touch turns to gold, right? And you'll see when my strands come out. You're gonna be like, man, the Gorilla Glue, you know, Sour Diesel, Blueberry, whatever, you know, Green Crack, Blue Dream, all these fancy, good strands ain't gonna compare to mine. Mine are gonna be and then every 5-10 years I'm gonna go up, and then go up again, and then go up again. You know, let you enjoy it for a while, and then come out of nowhere out of the woodworks and what the fuck? Oh hell yeah! It might be $5 more, but it's gonna be worth it. You know what I'm saying? It might be the same price. I don't know. It may be $1 more. It may be $5 more. I don't know. $10 more. I don't know yet. Ladies and gentlemen. But I know it's gonna be worth it. If I do add to it, it's gonna be a reason why. Yeah, I'm gonna make a killing, make my own profit. But with that profit, I still gotta invest in infrastructure, invest in my family, invest in my government, invest in my community, invest in charity, invest in research with medicines, invest in all this other shit, right? Invest in new weapon technology, warfare. You know what I'm saying? Minerals and drilling for oil and keeping the world spinning perfectly in balance and at peace, right? So don't think I'm gonna make a killing just in, oh, I'm gonna fucking enjoy all this money. Yeah, I am. Fuck yeah, because I put in a lot of work behind closed doors. But with all that money, I'm gonna realize I'm not gonna sit on all this money. I'm gonna do something with all this goddamn money. Use my language, God, in Jesus' name. But I'm gonna do all this shit with this money. So, do you think that's greed? No. What's greed is y'all thinking that I want to make a killing that way. That's greed. I'm not like that. I don't want people to think like I'm like that. And then I heard this, man, I'm gonna jump to the honeys, and I don't want to take too long on this YouTube video and Facebook video. But ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot going on, and there's gonna be a lot more going on day by day. Back to the prison shit, y'all correction officers and people that are in the justice system, y'all need to crack down. I should have spoke this a while back, but I had a dream of people escaping prison, and y'all caught them. I want to say you caught every single one. So I was like, man, let them escape. They got caught. So what, right? I never said nothing about it. And then a day or two later, all those black fools escaped, and maybe another 2 or 3 somewhere else, right? And I was like, fuck. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. The blacks and the Mexicans, especially the Mexicans, you need to keep an eye on them. The Mexican Mafia, the MS-13s. My gang are straight, bro. And you know that. My gang are well fucking behaved, peaceful, patient, well balanced like their king. They're waiting on their time. They know it's a waiting game, just like me. They know they'll be set free. They know they're doing God's work just like me. You know, and they know the king's take care of them behind closed doors. They know they're getting the commissary, phone time, and all extra stuff, right? That's why they love being in my gang, because they know they won't fall. They know they won't die. My gang is the toughest fucking organized gang out there. And my fucking higher-ups love it, because we work together as one, as a team. Yeah, I got a gang, but also got a government, and we also combine forces. We also talk to each other. We also give each other intel. Now, I want to know why my prisoner, officers in jails and prisons are not. Whenever you see somebody gaining ground in prison and you know they're bad people, Put an end to it. Divide and conquer. Divide them and conquer them. Shoot your beanbags, tear gas, mace. You gotta shoot them with the sniper. Shoot them with the sniper if they're killing somebody that's not meant to be killed or touched. You know, especially if it was an innocent person. You need to take that person's life to show the bad guys we're protecting the good ones. Because there's still good people, good souls in prison. There's still good souls in jail right now. But there will be a day, maybe this year, maybe the beginning of the next year. But there will be a day where the cops are going to have to decide, are we going to stay in prison or work? Are we going to leave and follow King and just, or are we going to stay with these demons and let them loose? Or are we going to get the fuck out now and set our captives free, all the good ones that we know about, and free them before these motherfuckers, you know, gain ground on us? You know, look, a lot of shit's going to pop off in the future, dog. A lot. Right now, we're just, the door's cracking open, the bell's coming up, and people are waking up. People are starting to realize this ain't a game. People are realizing that I do got shit in my palm of my hand and in control. I do, but I can't overwhelm you. I gotta do this once at a time. I gotta pass bills. Look, I can't go too fast, because it'll just, you'll be like a fast car with no traction. You'll go off and crash, right? Or go off and get hurt, or go off and get stuck in the mud, and then you gotta get tow trucks to pull you out. It's gonna take time. I'm just talking hypothetically. If I go too slow, they're gonna gain ground, and then I'm gonna have to fight more extra just to get them pulled back, to get them back behind me and you. But if I stay balanced, you know what I'm saying, in the middle, if they shoot, I got it. I took care of it. If they come from behind, I got it. If they go too slow, it's because I'm in the middle. I'm well balanced. I got it. Well, I go too fast, you're gonna crash, or I'm gonna crash, or whatever. If I go too slow, like I said, they're gonna gain ground. So I gotta be right there, right? You know, wake up every day, take care of myself, shit, shower, shave. You know what I'm saying? Watch TV when I can. Get on my phone when I can. You know what I'm saying? Pray, meditate, sleep, rest, take naps. You know, eat what I eat as I can, which I know I only get food stamps once a month, and I should get at least another $200 on my fucking food stamps, bro. And you know I should. You know I should, because I should be eating healthier. I should be able to cook meals like the way I should cook meals. So behind closed doors, at least I'm getting my nutrients, my proteins, my vitamins and shit like that. Drinking clean, eating clean, drinking cleaner, eating cleaner, healthier, drinking healthier, feeling healthier. And I only get a certain amount of food stamps, and then that don't even last me but, if I'm lucky, 2 weeks. What about the other 2.5 weeks? And then I gotta pinch pennies and dimes and beg for food. Come on, dog. So y'all think y'all are out there balling while your king's out here suffering, and I still fucking winning and winning and winning and winning. I keep smiling and smiling and smiling and smiling. I keep shining and shining and shining and shining. I keep shining, baby. And you know what? I'm gonna keep shining better when I get the fuck out of here. I still got a lot more THC. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of that too eventually. But like responsibly, you know what I'm saying? 1 joint a day, 2 joints a day. And you're gonna see, you're gonna be like, God dang, King's even better when he's on weed. I'll be like, I told you. Especially when he drinks a beer too. That fool on P's and Q's, I'll be like, I told you. Because now I don't need a beer or two every day. Just when I had a hard fucking day or on the weekend, all I need is 1 tall boy or 1 or 2 beers. That's it. I don't need no more than that. It'll relax my bones, my joints, my muscles. It'll take that edge off. You know what I'm saying? Like taking a little Xanax, in other words. Kind of like that. And so I'm gonna switch the story to the women in this world. You know what I'm saying? This is for the ladies that are crushing on me, which I know there's quite a few out there. There's quite a lot of women out there, and that's okay. It's gonna be like that for all the way to the rapture, all the way to She just calls on me. Look, baby, I understand you want to reach out, but you're scared. You're scared for a lot of reasons, right? And I'm not scared for no reason, because I know what I'm worth. I know my value. I know my high value person, right? And I know that. I also learned from my mistakes in the past, and I'll never repeat them again. I also know my exes want to come back into my life that were in my past, and I'll never repeat that either. Neither will I want to talk to their family either. I don't want nothing to do with them. I want to start brand new and make new memories. You know what I'm saying? So for all you honeys out there that love me, love my style, love my mind, not my mind, but the way I think, the way I am, the way I move, the way I talk, the way I work, the way I rule, the way how successful I am, how smart and wise and whatever, the way you like, whatever, as far as you know right now. It's only what, and you think you know me right now, and that's another thing I need to tell you, women and ladies, women out there, right? All you ladies and women out there. The good ones that I've been crushing on behind closed doors, 50 of them think they know me, and they only know like 60. But what I mean by know me, they don't understand me. The understand me part. They're like, I like everything about him, but he's just a little too extra. And he needs to slow his roll and be more humble and put his swords down and be more feminine and just lay in bed with me all day and fuck his ruling and shit and fuck his government, and eventually I'll turn him into a little weasel and then use him and abuse him and get the fuck out. Like I'm that dumb? Like I'm gonna drop my sword, drop my crown for you? Hell no, I know my purpose in life, ladies. And then some of y'all, like today I heard a video of a girl I've been crushing on for a while. She's a yellow bone, you wanna say her name? Tall, skinny, beautiful yellow bone, big lips. I love everything about her right now. Not love, because I don't know her that well. I don't know her like that, like not yet. But I like everything about her, right? Everything. And I know there's a lot more to figure out, but there's also a lot more to figure out about me as well. It goes both ways. And she said a statement today, and I was like, listening, right? And I had to get the fuck off, because as soon as I heard a certain amount, I just got off the fucking, because I realized these women nowadays, man, they're like, they love everything about me, but they want to turn me soft. And I'm like, nah, I ain't turning soft for you. If you want me to turn soft for you, then you're the wrong woman for me. I need a woman that knows how not to let me go fucking tyrant style on everybody and shit like that. But no, bring me down when you see that I need to be brought down, but not too down where you think you're gonna come up on me and think you could drop my sword and crown and humiliate me. God, fuck you if you think you're gonna do that. No, I know my purpose. I know my responsibility. I know I gotta stand on business, stand on my word. You know, I love the grind, woman. I love the grind. I love what I do for a living. I love it. I can't get enough of this shit. I can't. I don't want to say I love the pain, but that shit don't stop me. The struggling, the backlash, the judgment, the persecution, if they try to persecute me or try to kill me or plot on me. I love that shit, because it's like, I don't love it, but because I know one day I wish that goes away. Don't get me wrong. I want to live a peaceful life. And still, when I live a peaceful life, I'm always going to be on guard, wear my crown, be well balanced, and make sure I'm always on my P's and Q's. But it doesn't mean I got to fight all the damn time, because I already did what I was supposed to do in this world, as you know, my purpose in life, you know, that I was called to do by God. So I'm like, why are these women into me? They're the ones that I like so much, that I really, really like, because they're God-fearing women, right? They're God-fearing women. These women pray to God. They got spirituality, spiritual gifts and shit like that, which I can enhance tenfold, 1,000-fold if I wanted to. But I gotta remember who I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with women. Women don't listen half the time. They say they do, but they don't really. And if they really are into you, they gonna listen 100% of the time. 100, not 80, 75, 60, 50. If they really into you, right? And I'm like, okay, these women are hitting like 100 some days, and then back to 80 and 50. And today when I saw that girl, I was like, she went all the way back down to like 20. I was like, you show a little bit of love, but now you acting like you're persecuting me worldwide. And she didn't say my name worldwide, but I knew she was talking specifically to me, because she was describing this person, this man. She had a vision or a dream or whatever, right? And I was listening. I was like, I know you're talking about me. I know you are. Anyways, another NC tried to embarrass me and it didn't even work. So check this out. So she's out there, right, saying this guy's chosen, you know, and she didn't say, she said this guy is really, really in tune and you know, and tapped in with God, and he's doing all this with God, but he's got to realize God's in control, not him. And I said, of course, I know my daddy, I know God and Jesus are above me, right? But also know God wouldn't choose me if I didn't have the right heart, the mindset, the right, you know, courage, the right integrity, the right everything that a good king should have, especially in the end times. You know what I'm saying? Because I could easily steer you to the pit as well. I could easily use the shit, you know, just manipulate you, take everything from you, just like the Illuminati do, and paint it as I'm a good guy, but I'm really not. I could easily do that, but I don't. Because I'm not that. I'm not like that. And it hurt me to hear that shit come out of her mouth. Because I was like, do you think I want to kill righteous people? No, fuck no, not my righteous and good angels and soul. Fuck no, I will never touch them. Never. And God knows that. Now, the people in the black zone, crush them. Charlie, get the fuck out of here. Go to hell already. The people in the gray zone, because there's a gray zone, women, ladies and gentlemen. And these people in the gray zone are throwing stones at me still, and then going to the devil and saying, but if this wasn't true, devil, then why is this happening? And then they're stuck in the gray zone because they see King still not has his crown yet, and the devil is still striking. So they're like, they stuck in the gray zone. They're like, who the fuck do I choose? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is you that I'm speaking to, and you know you're in the gray zone, I don't care what rank you are in life, whether you're a homeless person, middle class, high class, wealthy, I don't care. Media, model, Instagram, OnlyFans, I don't care who you are. The door's shutting. The door is gonna shut, and it's shutting day by day. And if you don't want to choose the light and you choose the darkness, you're going to get killed. And if you still stay in the gray zone, you're going to lose cars, houses, your jobs, your freedom. You're going to go to prison, be homeless or sick. You're going to pay the repercussions for cursing the king, right? For not following the king and not honoring him and bowing to him as your king. And honoring him as your king like all my angels do. Man, my people that behind closed doors, on my goons, they're not goons, but I call them goons. They don't even have to bow to me. All they gotta do is just tilt their head, you know, look like I could see it in their eyes, their spirit, their soul. They don't need to bow to me. But the people in the gray zone, hell yeah, you gotta bow to me, because you did a lot behind closed doors. You did a lot to me. I still gotta prove to you and show you that you still got a lot to learn. People in the black zone, I care less. They're never gonna learn. My angels, they're like, behind closed doors, even to my face, they're like, that's the chosen one. That's the king and ruler of all nations. If you fuck with him, you fuck with me. And you fuck with me, you fuck with my family. You fuck with my family, you fuck with my community. You see what I'm saying? It's a fucking domino effect. And people in the gray zone, they're every day, they're like, should I do the right thing, or should I continue to take money from Satan? Should I do the right thing? Because if I do the right thing, I'm going to lose a lot of friends and credibility, and then I'm going to be probably homeless and couldn't go to 5-star restaurants no more, or be welcome here anymore because I'm doing the right. So what? The truth's going to set you free. So when this judgment, when vengeance finally and judgment finally shuts that door complete, you're on this side, safe, happy, prospering. And you ain't got a deal going to hell for eternity and all that, or fucking go to prison and be homeless for fucking almost your whole life. just to so you can get a big piece of humble pie and realize all the shit you've done to your king and his people. And to yourself, because you did it to yourself. Because God gave you all these signs through God, his Bible, his word, his pastors, and his king. And his chosen one. And you still don't want to fucking learn. And you still don't want to do the right thing. So yeah, you're going to suffer. So if I'm speaking to you and it's hitting you like it's hitting your heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit, well, wake up, lady, gentlemen. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. And speak your truth. Hey, because the truth's going to set you free, and you're going to thank me later. You're going to thank me later. You're going to be like, God, I love that God sent you, man. Because if I didn't take that leap, that one step, I would have been dead like them. I would have been suffering like them, in hell, in prison like them. With nothing. No family, no kids, no nothing. And I'm going to be like, you would have, like them? That's the what I lived my whole life. So now you know. Now you know how I feel. And more. That's a playground compared to my life. So people nowadays, and then another thing I want to address real quick before I post this video. I know I feel that itch. I feel that especially right now, today. People are like, I don't know if I could trust this king. I don't know if his judgment's right. Because look at all this chaos going on in this world today. Look at all these terrorist bills and this and this and this and this and this and this, right? Fires, bombs. Ladies, I've been telling you this since 13 years ago, when God gave me all these visions and downloads, that this day will come. And now you're just starting to see it. Now you're just starting to comprehend it. It's starting to hit home now. Now it's getting personal now. How do you think it was whenever I fucking reached out and you spit on me, tried to kill me? That was personal. That was personal. Because I'm doing God's work. And you're trying to kill God's work. I'm trying to awaken you aware, make you aware. I'm trying to make you not suffer. I'm trying to make sure you prepared, make sure you got plans as well as I do. I'm trying to make sure that you have peace while all this shit goes down, just like I do. I want to make sure you're laughing when all this shit goes down, just like I do. Because this day's gonna come. Shit, we're on the 18th. We got what, 12 more days, 13 more days to the end of the month. That hurricane's gonna hit before then. Oh yeah. Hurricanes, tornadoes, hails. People are gonna die, dog. That's just the way it's gonna be. You gotta balance the scales. You gotta. And people are like, he thinks he's God. He thinks he could just kill people. He thinks he could just start wars and hurricanes and tornadoes. Yeah, I think I can, and I am, and I know I can. Any fucking second I need to. But you think I'm gonna do it just because? Just because? You think I'm gonna do it just? Look, man, God gave me good character, good heart, and he picked me because of this. He didn't pick you because of it. You women out there that are judging me like the one that I had a crush on, she judged me, dog. And I told God, Spirit, she slapped the backhand fuck out of her. And keep doing it until she wakes up and smells that coffee. Because I'm her king, she should never fucking disobey me like that. As a fucking angel, she should know better. So I didn't say kill her, persecute, just spiritually slap the fuck out of her, embarrass her worldwide, and teach her a fucking lesson. And he did. I know she ain't thinking like that right now. Now she knows I got power. Now she knows, oh shit, I overstepped my boundaries. I overstepped the line. I should have never spoke like that. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I don't do things just because. Sometimes I push the envelope so far to scare the fuck out of you. To let you know I'm coming. To let you know this is going to happen. If you don't straighten up. Right? If you don't straighten up, I'm going to fucking lay this fucking hammer down. And this wrath that I got is not the wrath that you think all y'all combined could even stop. I got God in me. I got God beside me. God next to me. God with me. And he's even in me. So you think God's gonna just let me do whatever the fuck I want without repercussions or without accountability? No, if I do wrong, I'm gonna feel wrong about it because I got that heart. But I also tell God, you know I'm not in the wrong this time. They're in the wrong. And he's like, I know they are. I know your heart's too big, and sometimes it could get, that heart that's too big even sometimes could get you killed. You can't be too soft, and you can't be too hard like a tyrant either. He knows I gotta be stuck in the middle, well balanced. Because I've already been too soft to the world, and look what y'all did to me. You know, not too soft, but I did too much for too long. And I couldn't take it no more. I told God it's time. They think I'm a softie. They think they could ride on me like a speed bump every time they see me. And spit on it and fucking burn it and fucking whatever, bomb it and curse it and whatever the fuck they want to do. So I told him, child, it's enough. And he knows that. He's like, you put in enough work. You planted all these seeds. You did as much as you can. I didn't even ask you to do all that. It was you that wanted to do all that. And he knows that. I know that. And I know when I go to heaven, I'll be like, hey, but thank you. You gave me what my heart desired. Because I wanted to prove to the world how good my heart was. I wanted to prove to every single motherfucker out there that judged me. Go read my receipts. Go read my receipts years back. Why are you judging me now? Look at all my receipts back in the day. It's like when a soldier falls and slips and falls, and he's the fucking best general out there that I have. And for some reason slipped and fell in the middle of war in a battle. All he did was just slip and fall. He didn't get hurt. He probably felt a little embarrassed. And let's say I'm at war with him, and he slipped and fell, and I asked him for an extra clip because I needed one, and he slipped and fell. I'm gonna be like, what's up, dog? Or should I judge him and say, hey, I don't need you no more. When I need you the most, you weren't there. And I don't look back at all the 25, 30 damn years he fucking put in for my country. You don't think I'm gonna check all his receipts? I'm gonna be like, hey, son, get the fuck up. Come on, just self-fuck, give me that clip. I'm gonna be patient with him. I'm gonna be like, hey, you put in 30 fucking years of being a fucking soldier, a loyal, faithful soldier. I don't give a fuck if you slip and fall for a year straight. I'm still gonna treat you the same. I don't care if you lose your sauce or your courage or your confidence for a year. I'll make sure you get it back. I'll be like, this ain't you. I know it ain't you, and I'm not gonna persecute you and treat you like the way they did King just because you don't shine like the way you used to. No, I'm not gonna judge him. I'll be like, hey, dude, your receipts tell me everything. You could retire now, and I'll still be proud of you. But you're not quitting. You're still in the battle zone with me. That's character. That says a lot. And he's still fighting with me by my side. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna honor that motherfucker till the day I go in the rapture. I'm gonna be in heaven. I'm gonna be like, hey, God, remember when he did this? Hey, he's still a badass. This guy is still a motherfucking badass. And he's gonna be like, I love your heart, son. I'll be like, yeah, I give everybody their respect, the recognition when they need it. I make sure they feel wanted, feel honored, feel respected, and feel seen and appreciated for all the hard work they've done. And do I get that in return? No. Maybe on my side, all my goons, on the down low, they fucking see all the hard work I've done. But they can't come and talk to me. They know they got work to do. They know I got work to do. And then one day when that day comes, they're going to bow to me on their own. When I get crowned, they're going to do it on their own. You know why? Because they're going to see it with their own eyes and understand who the fuck I really truly am. Because right now, all you do is, a lot of y'all are just throwing stones. Trying to blame me, right? When it's Trump, J.D. Vance, Elon, George Soros, Bill Gates, Rothschilds, North Korea, China, Iran, Russia, and a lot of other motherfuckers out here. A lot of motherfuckers out here. And my goons know that. But they gonna bow to me and honor me as we start fucking rising. They're gonna be like, hey bro, when I see King Dog, I'm gonna get on my knees, dog, kiss his ring, his sword, his crown, whatever the fuck he wants me to do. And I'll do it with no problem. He won't have to ask or force me, though. I'll just do it out of honor and respect. As a respect, bro. And I'm gonna look at them like, that's why you're my motherfucking angel, because you do it out of your heart. You do it from your heart. And I'm trying my hardest to win hearts out here. And I am, day by day. I'm winning hearts. I'm winning souls. I'm freeing captives. I'm doing all kinds of shit. But I know if I go too fast or go too slow, it ain't gonna work. I gotta be both, right in the middle. But I'm telling the world, hey, put some more money on my books, on my motherfucking food stamp. At least another 200. Call me sometime. Say, hey, King, you're doing good, man. And then hang up. I'll be surprised off that. Or tell me on TV when you think nobody's paying attention, say, way to go, King. And then change the channel. Or go to the next episode. You know, something like that. Just so I could be like, oh, they're admiring me now. Instead of keep going, you're doing the right thing. And then they think I'm falling again, which I'm never gonna fall, ladies. I'm not here to fucking start ruling and die like all my 6 generations before me. No, I'm chosen to live to the rapture. Not just live, but thrive and rule. Rule. So, I think I said enough on this video. I talked about the honeys, the prisons. I talked about, the judging me. I talked about my food stamps. I talked about intel, how spiritual gifted I am. And what other man in this world that you could say that calls out hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, volcanoes, birds in the sky, controls sharks in the water, marine life, controls bombs, and he doesn't even have a button in his fucking bedroom. He doesn't even have a walkie-talkie. He doesn't have military soldiers next to him, and he's not in a command center. He's not in any of this. He's laying on a bed with a huge fucking bomb underneath him. So if he doesn't do anything that he's not supposed to, blow him up. We'll just kill him. And that's exactly what they were gonna do with this marijuana bill. I woke up and my bed was still shaking. So not only did I feel it in my dream, I felt it as soon as I woke up. And I wasn't scared at all, but I knew deep down inside I couldn't do that. I couldn't live with that. Seeing millions and millions of my people without a job. When marijuana is like the most beautiful thing on earth. Better than fucking alcohol almost. Alcohol is pretty amazing at times if you do it right and responsibly. And you do it for all the right reasons. Wine or champagne or a beer or liquor. I don't know. And people may say, King, you're a Christian. You shouldn't be talking. No, I don't want to. I don't want to hear that bullshit. That's why you're not the king, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't come at me with that shit. You're not the king, bro. There's reasons why I do things, and God knows that. I'm still going to go to heaven with you. I'm still going to be on my throne next to Jesus and God. And you're going to see that with your own 2 eyes with you. And you're going to be like, damn, everything he said here even happened in heaven. I'm going to be like, yeah, this is going to be God. And the right hand is going to be Jesus. And I'm going to be on the bottom left. To make sure people come correct. You know what I'm saying? God's going to tell me through his spirit. Yeah, let them approach. Whatever. I rule in heaven too. So does Jesus. So does God. God, Jesus, and then me. I'm his second high-ranking king in heaven. The second. First is Jesus, and then I'm the second one. So you think God's going to choose Moses? God already knows my heart. God already knows what I'm going to do in this world. Before even I know I'm going to do it. He already knows. And then later on in life, you're going to be like, I remember I wanted to be a saint when I became a baby Christian. I thought the only way to make it to heaven is to never sin again. What the fuck? I tried that and look what y'all did to me. Look what y'all did to me. And then when I started becoming more loose and more just myself. Just the normal Richard. The Richard that I've always been. Oh, I like this Richard. Yeah, because I'm not being fake. I'm not trying to be like Jesus, or where nobody in this world could go a fucking lifetime without sinning or having sin. Now, I'm not saying go out there and fucking sin every day and do whatever the fuck you want. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying every day you're gonna do something that doesn't line up with God, but God still loves you. He knows your heart. He knows that you still His angel. He knows that. He knows that. He knows you're doing your best. He knows that you want to have fun still. He knows that you want to rest and sleep and prosper and thrive in this. He knows that. But He also knows the only way you could do that is follow King's orders. If you don't follow King's orders and His rules, how do you expect that to even happen? When you're judging my King, my chosen one, the second in command in heaven. He knows what everybody's heart desires. He knows how to keep people in check and line, and when they get out of order. He's not just going to be a tyrant either. He's going to be a forgiving King, a merciful King. But if you keep spitting on your King, refusing to honor your King, you're going to die from your King, by the hand of your King. One way or another, through persecution, sickness, death, murder, chaos, famine. I go on weather, tragedy, fucking fire, bomb, getting ran over. An animal, I could tell a fucking lion to eat you at a zoo, and you don't even know when it's gonna happen. I could tell a fire ant. I could tell a spider, bunch of black spiders and fire ants just to creep up on you, bite you, and then a fucking snake come and bite you in your neck, and you're at home. How the fuck did this happen? I could do all kinds of shit, however the fuck I want, whatever style I want. As soon as I, oh come on, man, come on. See, people, I'm a merciful King, a forgiving King. I give people chances and chances and chances. But I also don't give a fuck either if I see that you really overstepped your fucking line and thinking you're the fucking holy one and thinking you're the fucking king in this world, thinking you're the fucking queen of this world, and you ain't even crowned, and you don't even have spiritual authority over me, or spiritual even authority period to rule me. Bitch, I'll correct you spiritually, backhand you like the way I did today. And I'll do that to anybody. I don't care if it's your daughter, your wife, anybody. You don't disrespect me. Did I disrespect you? So act accordingly, people. Act accordingly. Understand your King. Understand your King, bro. Understand. And say, oh, yesterday I was thinking like that about him, but now I feel terrible. 10 years ago you wanted to murder me, but now you ain't feeling like that no more. Now you're honoring me, most of y'all. Cool. I applaud you. You're learning, you're waking up. But it's the other motherfuckers in the gray zone. Wake up, people. This ain't a game. I'm out, man.